This is 21 Alive News on the Hour.
What are your plans for your children this summer? Good morning, I'm Jane Hersha, and at noon in our financial report, we'll explore the cost of children's summer fun. Mr. Food salutes Broadway with a chicken recipe, and we'll hear from dentists about tooth whiteners and your dental health. Get all your news and weather at noon. Join us.
Save hundreds of dollars when you buy a complete 7-piece quality crafted living room.
Value City Furniture. You just can't do it better.
If you've been injured in an accident, where can you turn for help? The answer is as close as your GTE phone book. Call Blackburn and Green, attorneys for injured people. Tom Blackburn and R.T. Green graduated from law school with honors, and they have over 40 years of combined legal experience. Best of all, they limit their practice to just personal injury law. So if you need legal advice, call Tom and R.T. for a free interview. Blackburn and Green, attorneys for injured people.
It's happening again.
It's a backyard weather party. Let's eat, Mr. Smith.
Great idea, Bob. I'm Curtis Smith, and every Friday this summer, we'll broadcast the 6 o'clock weather live from a different backyard. If we pick your yard, you'll receive dinner for you and 21 of your friends. To enter, send a photo of your yard along with your name, address, and phone number to Backyard Weather Party, P.O. Box 2121, Fort Wayne, 46801.
It's Congo time!
Yeah! Brought to you by Scott's Food Stores, Johnsonville, Brotts, and 21 Alive.
The cover girl who would have changed my life. Next, Oprah.
Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, you know, I could lose a few pounds? Well, imagine what it would be like to look in the mirror and say, I should lose 100 or 200 or 300 pounds. Our guests today say they spent their lives avoiding mirrors altogether. They just couldn't bear looking at themselves because they were so overweight. Today, our guests can stand in front of a mirror anytime they want because altogether our guests today have lost 1,173 pounds. And isn't that terrific? Now they're here to surprise friends and family. They have no idea that they've lost all that weight, these people who they're going to be reunited with after all these years. And later, you're going to meet this woman who overcame her weight problem and became a model. And you won't believe how good she looks now. But first, we want to meet Roxy. Now, Roxy's hidden behind our screen. And here's what Roxy looked like just a few years ago. We're going to see these pictures now. Okay, Roxy, how much did you weigh there?
240.
240 was your highest?
Yes.
And what was it like?
It was unbelievable. There wasn't a day that didn't go by that I didn't cry or feel some type of depression. It got to where I let this weight totally consume my life. Basically, I shut everyone off that loved or cared about me. It was literally driving me crazy.
And what was the most embarrassing experience, would you think, when you were that heavy?
Every year we take summer vacation with our families, and I didn't bring a bathing suit. Everyone would go out to the beach. My children would go, and they wouldn't ask Mom why Mom wasn't wearing a bathing suit or joining them at the beach.
You just wouldn't go out?
Oh, no. It would hurt too much.
So all your family would be out there enjoying themselves?
Yes, and I was inside cooking or cleaning or sleeping. You know, I couldn't do what the others were doing, so I stayed inside.
Now, did your kids say anything to you, Roxy?
Well, I could see the hurt in their eyes, Maury. I really could. And I knew that it was wrong. And I knew how unhappy I was. And,
how about your husband?
I was very fortunate to have a husband that accepted this weight. I know it's hard for a lot of people to believe, but he was a big support. I could tell in his eyes, again.
Yeah, they would never say anything, but you could just tell.
Oh, yes. I can
read
people well, and I knew it was time for my children and for him.
Now, it's very interesting as to how this all came about, because I'm sure you must have dabbled with trying to lose weight.
Oh, yes, many times.
But there came a day.
Yes.
And what happened?
The day came where I woke up one morning and I faced myself in the mirror looking just like this. I can remember that day so clearly. I looked in the mirror and I really didn't recognize the person anymore. I said, Roxy, what in the world is going on? What is happening to your life right now? I knew that I had to take some type of control. I faced her right there, that girl, and I said, you're stronger than this. You're going to start today. Today is the day.
Well, you know something, Roxy, we all say that about various things that go on in life, whether it's weight or whether it's smoking or whether it's drinking.
Yeah.
But what happened that day?
Something just snapped, Maury. It's all in the mind. I truly believe that.
You saw your mother that day, didn't you?
Yes, I saw my mother that day. She calls and she says, baby, we're going to go shopping today. Meet me at the mall, which I did many times before. She hands me a handful of money and we meet at a place. We go our separate ways. Here's the meeting place, and I give her a pile of money back in her hand.
You didn't buy a thing?
She says, where's your things? Where's your pretty things? I said, Mom, I don't want anything in this mall. Nothing. She said, well, what do you want? I said, sit down. I looked her in the eye, and she knew. She had an idea of what I was going to say. And she said, let's go. Let's go to the health club store or whatever. And we loaded a piece of exercise equipment that day, brought it home. And she looked me in the eye, and she said, you're going to do it. Yep, and I did it. I mean, I started that moment, that morning.
And how long ago was that?
That was 2 years ago.
And how much weight have you lost?
I've lost 125 pounds.
In 2 years?
Well, yes.
Now, Roxy, there's a special person that you wanted to surprise today. Who is that?
It's my best friend from high school, Marjorie.
And she knew you when you were heavy?
Well, in high school, I wasn't considered heavy. And we went our separate ways after graduation. She moved away. I stayed in the small hometown. And we met up 10 years later for our class reunion. And she seen me at this weight.
And what did she say anything to you?
No, she's too sweet of a person to ever say anything.
But again, as usual, you could look in her eyes.
Oh, yeah, I can read people well. And she didn't tell me anything, but I could see the hurt. And we parted that evening, and that's the last time she saw me.
So when you came on the show, you wanted to surprise her?
Yes, when I heard about the show, everybody said, who's the guest, who's the guest? I said, there's only one person.
Okay.
It's Marjorie.
Your friend Marjorie from high
yes.
school, who you saw at a class reunion, and she saw you look this way. Okay.
Oh, yes. I've always looked up to Marjorie. Very intelligent. She was our homecoming queen. You know, there was never any jealousy. We were just best of friends. We understood each other well.
Okay.
And it really hurt me that day to see her and show her the disappointment in me.
Well, we're going to find out what she feels about you today when
Okay.
she takes a look at you. We're going to take her pictures off the screen, and now we're going to bring out Marjorie. Marjorie, you want to come on out? Here's Marjorie, everybody. Marjorie. Have a seat right up there. Hi, Marjorie. How are you?
I'm fine.
See, this is the best part of these shows. I mean, I love it. Margie's looking at me going, what is all this about? Who's he going to spring on me? What part of my past is going to come up?
That's all my questions. You got the answers?
And my question to you is, you've been thinking about this?
Uh-huh, a whole lot.
Who's here to surprise you?
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea?
No.
Did you investigate? Did you try to figure it out?
Well, yeah, I thought about it a lot. I didn't get enough clues.
What did we say? It was just somebody from your past?
Yeah, somebody from my past that missed my friendship.
We didn't say what past, whether it was when you were a little girl.
High school, college, no clues.
No clues at all.
Y'all did good.
Right. Okay, so you're all in the dark, and we're going to try to give you a clue because our mystery guest who wants to surprise you is right behind this screen. So, mystery guest, you want to give Marjorie a clue?
Yes, I guess I'll start off with our small hometown, Basile.
What? Think you know who it is?
I recognize somebody from Basile, but I don't know exactly who it is yet.
Okay. I want one more clue.
Taking a spin around the little town, going to the famous Dairy Queen, going to the football games.
Any one particular incident, mystery guest?
Homecoming.
How about just come out?
No, we're not going to do it that easy, Marjorie. We're going to give you a little picture clue. See if you can figure it out, all right? We're going to put her picture right up here on this monitor back here, and you look there and you tell me who you might think that is. How about if you look behind you, maybe? The bigger picture.
Roxy.
Is that Roxy?
It's Roxy.
Is that your friend
Come
Roxy?
out.
Come on out, Roxy. Here's your friend Marjorie.
You look so gorgeous. Beautiful. Don't you look great? I missed you. Me too. I missed you.
I know there are tears of joy because you all haven't seen each other, but are these tears a little more than that, Marjorie, because of the last time you saw Roxy?
Yes, I can't believe you. I'm so proud of you.
I know. I knew you'd be proud of me.
I'm so proud of you.
Perfect
Gosh.
person. Perfect person.
And guess what? She did it on her own.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. Oh,
No
you look
pills.
beautiful.
Me, thank you.
Not one diet pill.
Nothing but motivation up here.
And that's what you want to tell everybody out there who wants to do this?
Until you take control of the addiction, the food, the misery, the depression, everything that's going on in your life. You can't do it.
Okay. Well, there you are. You'll have time to talk and reconnect.
I'm so
everything
happy.
about
I'm
what
happy to see you too.
went on in your lives. When we come back, we're going to meet a woman who says she had more rolls than a bakery. Will her high school friend recognize her 150 pounds lighter? We'll find out after this.
Pain keeping you awake? Now the effervescent power of new Alka-Seltzer PM gives you complete relief. Alka-Seltzer Speed plus a gentle sleep aid. The 100% solution to nighttime pain. New Alka-Seltzer PM. Sleep well.
More Balmex. Do you guys know something I don't?
Yes. Balmex really clears up diaper rash. And Balmex wipes off easily without irritating baby's skin.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Balmex clears up diaper rash, wipes off easily.
One of these women uses new Suave Ultra Dry Antiperspirant. The other uses Secret Ultra Dry. Both are using a revolutionary form of dryness protection. Both feel cool and confident. So who uses new Suave Ultra Dry and who spends a lot more on Secret? If you can't tell, why should we? Suave. Don't you look smart?
What's new on Comcast?
Wow, even more.
Comcast has added the Learning Channel, TV Land, Q2, Game and Great American Country.
Wow, that's more than 65 channels.
Plus, call and order a Comcast Select 2 package with HBO and Showtime and get free installation. HBO 2, HBO 3, HBO Family, and Showtime 2 at no extra charge.
Wow, free installation and 6 channels of premium entertainment.
Call 456-9000. You could be hooked up by tomorrow.
Wow, Comcast, everything you connect with.
Get your hands on the future. Get your hands on the phone. Get your hands on the power. Turn the future on.
Get your hands on more information about electronics. Call ITT Tech at 1-800-942-0088. That's 1-800-942-0088.
Talking to women who have lost a tremendous amount of weight, and we're reuniting them with friends who haven't seen them in years. Now it's time to meet Rosemarie. This is a picture of what Rosemarie looked like when she weighed over 300 pounds. What was it like, Rosemarie?
Well, I tell you, I was fat all my life, so I was used to it, kind of
So
used
if
to
we
it.
brought somebody back when you were 12 years old.
I was fat. I'm not as fat as you see me there, but I was fat, period.
So you never knew what it was like?
No, I never knew the thin life.
So if you grew up this way, were you teased a lot as a kid?
I was teased, but I took the punches, I took the rolls, because I got the personality to go with it.
Okay. And not only that, you're from New York, right? So
That's
you can
right,
handle
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay. All right. Now, what would you do if people mistreated you because of your weight? Would you react?
I'd hit them straight on. I'd go, what's your problem, buddy? I love me the way I am. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, anytime.
Okay, now when you take a look at your picture that we're watching right now, I don't know if you can see it or not.
Which one are you looking at? The one with 3 bellies or 3 chins?
All right. I think this is the headshot.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think about in your life?
Well, I tell you, I like the way I feel now. Let's say I'm a little more confident in myself, but I feel that you're you, no matter what you are.
Okay, so let's talk about when all this started. What was your heaviest weight?
At one time, I weighed 338 pounds years ago.
Okay.
Then I got down, and I hung out at 290, 300.
You hung out at 290?
I hung out there.
So when did you get serious about this?
I got serious when I went to the doctor, and they gave me blood tests, and they told me that it was starting to affect my kidney. I had diabetes, high blood pressure, and they said, which way do you want to go? So I said, well, what do I have to do to help myself? So they said, if you lose the weight, you can control these diseases.
So you did this on your own?
I did this. Let's say I reported myself to a friend of mine who had a class around the corner, and then I did this with my doctor's help, who has a wonderful doctor's diet, and I did it on my own, basically. You know, the hard way.
And how long did it take you?
Took me 15 months.
And how much have you lost?
150 pounds.
In 15 months?
Yes.
Rosemary, that's 10 pounds a month.
Yes.
That's pretty severe, isn't it?
Well, I'm on a fabulous diet. In fact, she's got my picture all over her wall. She opened up a diet center thanks to me.
All because of you. You should get a cut of that.
Yes, I know.
Now, there's one thing I've read about you, that the one thing you've regretted all your life that you weren't able to get into because you felt you were too heavy. What was that?
Show business.
All right. What did you want to do?
What did I want to do? I want to be a comedian.
Oh, you want to be a stand-up comic?
That's it.
And you feel that your weight prevented you from doing that?
Yes.
Who are you surprising today, Rosemary?
My friend Joan, who was my neighbor, and we used to have reunions. I haven't seen her in about 15 years now.
So the only way she knew you was heavy.
Fat.
Right. Okay, let's remove Rosemary's pictures from the monitor. Come on out, Joan. Joan, come on out. Joan, how are you? Hi. Good to see you. Have a seat right up there. What are you thinking about right now, Joan?
I'm looking for my family.
You're looking for your family?
Yeah.
Take a look at that screen. Do you have any idea who's behind there?
The screen? No.
Do you have any idea why you're here?
Somebody's going to surprise me.
Right. Now, we have a mystery guest behind the screen, and she's going to give you a little clue as to who she is and you might recognize, all right? Mystery guest?
Do you remember when we went to junior high school 51? After the first period, we went to the ladies' room, and I sat on the radiator with a cigarette in one hand and your lunch in my other.
Do you remember this?
Your bologna sandwich?
Do you remember this?
Yes.
Do you remember who this is?
It's Rose Mastretta.
It's Rosemary,
Yeah.
right?
She's the only one that ate my lunch for breakfast.
Okay. Let's take a picture up here. Is this the person you remember, Rosemary? Take a look up here. Is that
Yeah.
Rosemary? Okay. Let's find out, Joan, if you recognize Rosemary now. That was some radiator must have been in that bathroom. Come on out, Rosemary. What do you think of that, Joan? You
I want to know where
it?
the rest of it is.
I left it next to my meatball sandwich.
Now, let me ask you this, Rosemary.
Oh,
Were you
God.
worried about your friends and the way they treated you regarding your weight?
My friends, I had the best friends in town. Yes, in Brooklyn, I had the best friends.
And Joan, did you ever think about Rosemarie's weight? And what
No, it didn't bother me.
None of my friends ever made me feel fat. In fact, my friend's mother told me if you have 2 good friends in the world, you're lucky. And I was blessed, boy, because I have many good friends.
Well, that's great, and it's good to see you and Joan together, all right? I'm glad you can have a nice...
I should have known.
You should have known. When we come back, we're going to meet a woman who lost 150 pounds. She was crowned a beauty queen. Find out if her skinny best friend from high school is going to recognize her when we come back after this.
Thursday at noon from the 21 Alive newsroom.
Over-the-counter tooth whiteners and toothpaste all promise sparkling results. Find out if they really do work and if they are safe.
And then,
Mr. Food's tribute to Broadway salute Bring Into Noise, Bring Into Funk with toe tap and drumsticks. It's not a recipe for chickens. Find out why. A report on budgeting for summer daycare along with all your news and weather Thursday at noon right here on 21 Alive.
it's all right here at noon on 21 Alive News.
Having a hard time living without the things you need? Shastar has appliances, electronics, all kinds of brand name home furnishings that are easy to get because you rent to own. At Shastar, there are no credit checks. You can get what you want today. It's easy to pay, and everyone at Shastar is friendly and helpful. You can go to Shastar, or you can go without.
Remind you of your checking account this week? Call Check and Go to beef it up. We'll cash your personal check today and deposit it 2 weeks later. Check and Go. It's the fastest way to payday. So if this reminds you of your checking account this week, call Check and Go. We'll cash your personal check today and deposit it 2 weeks later. Check and Go. It's the fastest way to payday.
Like any great vacation destination, we've got everything you need. Action and adventure. Sunny beaches. Friendly natives. Peace and quiet. But there is one thing you won't need for this vacation getaway. A passport. Call 1-888-755-OHIO for your free Ottawa County Visitor's Guide.
1-800-SAVE-AUTO. Pick up the phone and the call is free. Hey, Mom, do we have car insurance?
Ask your dad.
Susie's daddy didn't, and he lost his driver's license, and he had to pay $1 million. What kind do we have?
Safe Auto. Hey, is that your bus? We better really call Safe Auto.
Yeah, before we have to get a bus of our own.
Play it safe. 1-800-SAVE. Play it safe. Safe Auto.
Do you have some secret homemade remedies that are like your own medical miracles? Would you like to share them with us? Or maybe you want to find that crazy cure to make you look and feel great. Call us at 1-800-593-2000. That's 1-800-593-2000. Once overweight, they felt miserable, but today they're surprising some of their friends and family with their incredible new bodies because in total they've lost almost 1,200 pounds. Now, Anita is hidden behind the screen, but this is what Anita looked like a short time ago. Okay. Anita, how did that feel, being that heavy?
Well, among other things, embarrassing, depressing. Unable to function properly.
How much did you weigh?
Almost 400 pounds.
And had you always been heavy?
No, I got heavier after I had my son in my 20s and just continued gaining the weight. I tried with great difficulty trying to lose the weight through diets and diet centers, diet pills, starvation, but I ended up putting more and more weight on.
What was it like in a restaurant, for instance?
Well, restaurants were difficult. I had to send one of my family members in before I went in to ensure that I could fit into the booth.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And if the restaurant had little metal leg chairs, like cafe type chairs, I wouldn't dare go to that restaurant because I wouldn't dare sit down.
And who is it you want to surprise today?
I would like to surprise my sister-in-law, who's no longer my sister-in-law, but I would like to surprise her because her and I became...
How do you get along with her?
We were great friends while my brother and her were married, and we remained friends even after they divorced.
Now, how long has it been since she's seen you?
Probably closer to 10, 15 years.
And have you talked to her?
Oh, I talk to her regularly on the phone.
You've kept up?
Yes, I have.
But she has no idea what you've done?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Okay, now let's take Anita's pictures off the monitors, and we want to bring out May. May, you want to come on out here? Hi, May. How are you? Nice to see you. May, it's okay. May, come on up here, May. It's all right. It's not bad. You're looking at me like I just came out from another world. You have no idea why you're here.
No, I don't.
Are you mad at me? I didn't do anything.
No, I'm not mad at you.
You might be after this is all over. You never know who I'm going to surprise you with.
Oh, I don't think I'll be mad at you.
No?
No.
Okay. Have you thought about it?
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think it might be? From what part of your life?
Oh, I have no idea, really.
You think it might be school or something like that?
No, I think it's past school.
After school?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to give you a little clue, all right? Because our mystery guest is behind the screen.
Right.
And she's going to give you a clue.
Okay.
So do that for us, mystery guest.
Well, we both lived in the same small town.
Uh-oh. That's not much of a clue. That doesn't do anything for you, does it, May?
No, not really.
Okay. Next clue, mystery guest.
Ice fishing up north with your father?
Oh, it's Anita.
You think it's Anita?
Yeah.
Take a look up on that screen. Do you think that's who it is?
Yeah,
that Anita? That's Anita?
Yeah.
There she is, your former sister-in-law. May, here's Anita. Anita, come on out. See what you look like now. Sit down there. Why, May, well, how's she look?
She looks a lot different. She looks fantastic.
Isn't
great.
That great?
Perfect.
Well, May, you must be very special if sister-in-laws, after the relationship, the formal relationship is over, can still get along.
That's right. Well, we've been pretty close over the years, and we've stayed close. So.
That's great. Okay, here's our next guest. Now you can see how it all works, because our next mystery guest is Jackie. Jackie, how much did you weigh at your heaviest?
Oh, about 270.
Okay. And what was that like for you?
That was hard.
How was it hard?
Well, a lot of times I can remember going with my husband places and having people look at me.
And did you get some kind of, did you just decide one day? I mean, I'm sure anybody who feels that they're heavy, I mean, they've gone on diets, off diets, yo-yo problems and things like that.
Well, yeah, and I've been through that, but one day I had happened to throw a party for my husband.
Right.
And as I sat back and watched the videotape, it really hurt me that I noticed as me and him was slow dancing that he could barely put his arms around me.
So it was the video?
Yeah.
So when you saw the video of you dancing with your husband, you said, enough's enough?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Because it wasn't fair to me. I mean, it wasn't fair to him. And it wasn't fair for my kids. And it wasn't healthy. And I decided that day that I wasn't going to let what happened in my past predict my future.
Okay, when we come back, Jackie's going to surprise a friend with her 125-pound weight loss. She's hoping it will inspire her friend to do the same. Will it work? We've never really done this before. We're going to meet a woman who weighed over 300 pounds as well. She couldn't wear anything but men's sweatpants. Will her friend be shocked to see her in a tight-fitted gown? We're going to find out after this.
Closed captioning provided by...
What's so hot about new Hot Pockets?
Crispy, crusty, tender, flaky crust.
With an oven-baked taste right from the microwave.
What are you gonna pay?
New crispy, crusty, tender, flaky crust.
We've got the whole day ahead of us, and he had to get heartburn.
Who knew they'd have such good onion rings?
He still thinks he can eat like a kid.
I can.
I'd just pay for it.
So I told him, would it hurt to take Tagamet with you?
Good idea, because Tagamet is fast and it lasts. Tagamet is proven to start reducing stomach acid faster than Pepsid AC. And unlike regular antacids like Mylanta, Tagamet lasts for hours and hours.
He never listens.
Now I don't have to.
With Tagamet, you can eat like a kid again.
We're number 15 for takeoff, so just...
Should have used Preparation H.
If you had, you wouldn't be suffering now. Preparation H helps stop itch and further irritation with a soothing layer of protection.
I should have used Preparation H.
Stops itch, stops irritation.
You could have softer, smoother cheeks in just 7 days, if those cheeks are in Pampers Premium. Our Gentle Touch Liner Plus Aloe can mean softer skin, smoother skin in just 7 days. When you pamper the skin, you're in.
The job of a termite technician has become quite complex.
Consume per day?
83 grand.
That's why all Orkin technicians must complete Texas A&M University's certified training program.
Formosa.
No other technicians are scrutinized this closely.
What's an effective treatment of a termite's food source?
Borates, or disodium octaborate tetrahydrate.
Which is why we can guarantee you 100% satisfaction.
Well, congratulations. You've passed.
Thank you, sir.
Call Orkin today. Knowledge is our best weapon.
Name your price on the burger. It's right.
Burger places are wheeling and dealing. 99-cent burgers, $2.99 combos. These great deals are just a great deal of fat. Fat is cheap. For a good deal without all the fat, come to Subway. Choose from 7 subs with 6 grams of fat or less. Add baked lays and a drink, and you have an entire meal with 8 fat grams or less.
For an unforgettable graduation party, call Catering Central Custom Catering from Subway. Toll free at 888-460-4049.
Subway, the way a sandwich should be.
To celebrate the arrival of a whole new line of furniture, Heilig Myers announces low entry prices for a limited time on groups that can change the way your home looks. During the Premier Home Sale, you'll find huge savings on fashionable quality items throughout the store. Like this Sealy Fall sofa for only $4.99. Or this Straddle Lounger reclining sofa with dual massage for just $6.99. Don't miss the final weekend. We give it 2 thumbs up. I love the store.
So our guests today have lost a combined total of almost 1,200 pounds, and they're here to surprise somebody from their past with an amazing weight loss. Before we went to the commercial break, we were talking to Jackie about what was life like when she was an overweight person weighing 270 pounds. Jackie, what about your children?
I remember a time when I first started losing the weight.
Right.
And the weight started to come off. And my daughter was going outside one day. And as she went to go outside, I asked her for a hug. And when she gave me that hug, she put her arms completely around me.
And that
felt great.
That was a telling moment for you.
Yeah, I told her to come back and give me another one.
Oh, isn't that great? Now, Jackie, who is it you want to surprise?
I want to surprise my girlfriend, Gina.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
Oh, it's been about 3 years, 2 or 3 years.
And so she has no idea what happened in your life?
No, she doesn't have a clue.
Okay, fine. We'll take this picture off the screen. We're going to have Gina come on out, all right? Gina, you want to come out here? Hi, Gina. Hi. How are you? Nice to see you. Come right up here. Sit right over there, Gina. Right there.
Right here?
Right there.
Right here?
Yeah,
Okay.
good. How are you, Gina? What a great smile.
Thank you.
Terrific. Now, listen. Who do we have behind the screen?
I don't know.
Come on, Gina.
I don't know.
Where are you from?
Salt Lake City.
Okay. You have no idea who's back there. Mystery guest, give a clue. Listen to this, Gina.
We went to grade school together.
Any clues? Any idea, Gina?
No.
All right, one more clue.
We used to go on a lot of high-speed chases.
You know who it is now?
Yeah.
Who is it?
My friend Jackie.
How long has it been since you've seen Jackie?
God, it's been about 2, 3 years.
Right. Here she is. Here's your friend Jackie. Jackie, come on out and surprise Gina. Gina, look at you. This is special for you, isn't it?
Yeah, look at you.
Are you surprised?
Yes, very.
Wow, this is not the woman you remember, is it?
No, not even.
Close.
You look good. You look good.
You look good. You're right. She does look good.
Very good.
Isn't that terrific? All right, we have our next guest behind the screen. Debbie, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Just fine. Debbie, how much did you weigh at your heaviest?
Well over 300 pounds.
How long ago was that?
I'd say about a year and a half ago.
And were you always heavy?
No.
When did you get heavy?
I got married.
I know the feeling. Guess what? It just doesn't run in women, right?
No.
I know guys get very heavy too. First of all, it's all that good cooking.
That's it, exactly.
And you were the one who was cooking?
Pardon?
You were the one who was cooking?
Uh-huh.
You were the one staying home and doing all the cooking?
Yes, sir.
So everybody got heavy?
Yes, sir.
And how long has it been? How long were you heavy? You say it was right after you got married.
I'd say, well, actually, I was heavy when I got married, so
Okay.
I'd say about 8 years of being very heavy.
8 years.
8 years.
So then what happened? What did you decide?
You really want to know? I got a divorce.
Oh, okay.
Divorce has done it.
And the
I now
divorce, with the divorce said, I'm going to be a new me.
Exactly. I now have back my self-esteem, my self-respect.
What were you doing when you were heavy? What wouldn't you do? What was hard for you to do?
I didn't want to go in a boat. I was afraid I was going to sink the boat.
You are afraid you were going to sink the boat?
Yeah. I didn't even want to get in a boat. I was so scared because they were small and I was so big.
So how long has it been since you've lost the weight?
It took me about a year and a half to lose it.
How much did you lose altogether?
I've lost about 150.
Okay. All right, now, stay right there, Debbie, because we're going to bring your friend out, all right? Who is it you're going to surprise?
Ingrid.
Ingrid?
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been since you've seen Ingrid?
I've known Ingrid for 15 years.
And how long has it been since you've seen her?
5.
5 years?
Yes.
Okay, we'll take Debbie, we'll take, there you go. Take the picture off the screen and we're going to bring out Ingrid. Ingrid, come on out. Hi, Ingrid. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Nice to see you. I'll just sit there right on the end chair. Yeah, that's great. Okay. You figured it out, right?
No.
You haven't figured it out? You look like you figured it out.
Well, I thought I did, but no.
Well, who did you think? Come on.
I can't really guess.
I mean, who did you think it was? Somebody from way back?
No, actually somebody from 4 or 5 years ago that I haven't seen in about that amount of time.
Well, we're going to find out. Mystery guest, would you give Ingrid a clue?
How about some fire engine chili?
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear it either. You want us to repeat it, mystery guest?
Fire engine chili.
What about fire engine chili?
She made it so hot one time we all felt we needed a fire engine to put out our mouths.
Oh my God.
Do you know who it is now, Ingrid?
Yes, I do.
Who do you think that is?
Debbie.
You think it's Debbie? Take a look at the picture back on that wall. Is that the person?
That's her.
That's Debbie?
Yep.
Okay.
I think.
All right, Debbie, come on out and surprise Ingrid.
I lost it all.
You did a double take. You didn't recognize her, did you, Ingrid?
Well, not really.
I guess not. Not from the picture we saw.
Yeah.
When we come back, don't forget, you're going to meet a woman who lost 100 pounds and became a model. I know. And when we come back, we're also going to meet a woman who came all the way here to confront her ex-boyfriend because she says he dumped her because of her weight. She's lost 120 pounds. We're going to find out what happens after this. Do you have some secret homemade remedies that are like your own medical miracles? Would you like to share them with us? Or maybe you want to find that crazy cure to make you look and feel great. Call us at 1-800-593-2000. That's 1-800-593-2000.
And
Add a little elegance. Add a little prestige. Prestige flooring featuring beautiful ceramic and hardwood flooring and custom area rugs. Fine quality floor coverings with brand names such as Karastan and Armstrong. Prestige has personal service and guaranteed installation by their own staff of professionals, making sure your floors are installed with perfection. Locally owned and operated, located on Engle Road between Smith and Ardmore. Cover your floors with Prestige.
When something's wrong with your child or teenager, there are many warning signs.
Why do you keep doing that?
If you think your child or teenager has a problem, Charter is here to help.
Found this. What is this? What are you trying to hide? Drugs?
We're here to help you 24 hours a day with outpatient or hospital care. During the day or in the evening after work, you can call anytime.
He just seems so angry.
The first step in easing your child's pain is calling for help. Call Charter. It can make your child's life and yours so much better.
I didn't do it.
Call and talk to one of our trained counselors about our options for treatment.
I wish I were dead.
Your family doesn't have to keep suffering. If your child or teenager has a problem, call us 24 hours a day. If you don't have a Charter, please get help somewhere.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Ryan.
Why bike at night?
Why?
Because all the proceeds go to the YMCA's Coalition for Youth Services.
Why bike?
Well, because it's a fun 15-mile ride through Fort Wayne starting at Headwaters Park on May 9th at 10 p.m.
Night, as in dark?
Don't worry, there's a police escort through Fort Wayne and there will be food and giveaways.
Oh, why bike at night?
Right, May 9th at 10 p.m. For more information, call 449-7511.
Hey, who's on first?
Huh?
The Law Office of Joseph Shaw presents a message about disability benefits. Social Security disability. Who should collect benefits? People of any age who can't work because of a physical condition or a mental condition. But saying you should receive benefits doesn't mean you will without experienced legal help. The Law Office of Joseph Shaw, 1-800-440-6100. There's no fee unless you win.
Now, our guests say they can finally flaunt their bodies because they've lost all this weight, and they're surprising friends and family they haven't seen in years with their weight loss. Now, Barbara's hiding behind the screen, and this is what Barbara used to look like a while back. What was life like for you, Barbara?
Well, it was kind of hard to get around and walk. I had a heel spur that just about killed me. When I'd get up out of bed, I'd have to hold on to the furniture. It just hurt a little or a lot. It never let off.
And how much did you weigh at your heaviest?
I weighed nearly 300 pounds.
Okay, and did this come to you one day?
Yes, I made up my mind because diabetes ran in my family. My brother was insulin diabetic. My grandmother died as a diabetic, and I didn't want that to happen to me. I didn't want my family to have to eventually wait on me because I was overweight and I'd destroy my body. So I prayed and asked God to give me the strength to be able to lose weight and to help me to take control of my life.
Okay.
And
then, how long has it been since you've...
It's been 26, I've kept it off 5 years, but it took me 26 months to get it off.
But you've had it off for 5 years, but it took you a little over 2 years to do it.
Yes.
And who is it you want to surprise?
Sandra.
And who is Sandra?
She's a friend from school.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
It's been 15 years.
Okay, we're going to take your picture off the screen. We're going to bring Sandra out. All right, Sandra, would you please come on out?
I got to shake your hand.
How are you? Come right up here. Sit right here, Sandra, all right?
Okay.
And I know you're good. You're an investigator, you're a detective, and you figured out who it is that's going to surprise you, right?
Nope.
Why not? You didn't even give it a thought?
Oh, yeah, lots of thoughts, but I just don't know.
Who were you thinking about? Give me some names.
Could be anybody.
Right?
Yeah.
You have no idea.
No idea.
We're going to give you a clue. Mystery guest? You want to speak to Sandy here, mystery guest?
They used to call us Laurel and Hardy.
Nothing, huh? Okay, they used to call us Laurel and Hardy. That doesn't work. Second clue, mystery guest.
Remember walking to the bowling alley with our coat on? It's Barbara!
It's Barbara? Okay, now look back here. See if that's the one. Is that the one back there? Is that Barbara?
Yes!
Is that Barbara? Is that Barbara? Here's Barbara. Here's Barbara. Look at that. I'll tell you, you're the most surprised person in the world, Sandra. Oh, look at that.
This is my best friend.
What she look like? How does she?
She's great. She always looks to me, but she looks great.
Okay,
she looks great.
there you are. Barbara, thank you so much, dear. I'm glad you came.
Me too.
Okay, that's just great. All right, let's move on because we have one more guest here to talk to you about. Now, behind the screen is Denise. And this is what Denise looked like over 120 pounds ago. Now, tell us about your life back then, Denise.
Well, it wasn't like I wanted it to be because all of my friends were thin and healthy looking and outgoing, and I was like very miserable, unhappy, stayed in the house, worked, and was a mother.
That's the story of many of our guests today. It's strange who you want to surprise. Who is it you want to surprise?
Well, it's my ex-boyfriend that...
See? Normally we have friends out here that these people want to surprise, but this is a little different, right? Yeah. Why do you want to surprise him?
Because he left me for another woman because my heaviest was 260.
Did he used to tease you about your weight?
Yes, especially when we were fighting. It was the worst.
Oh, so that's when it would come out. When you're fighting, when you're vulnerable, then he would tease you.
Yes.
And do you think he left you because of your weight?
Well, he left me for another woman, so that tells you right there.
Okay. And now, here's the problem, okay? We have a little problem, Denise. We invited your ex-boyfriend. He was supposed to be here. He said he was coming, and he never showed up.
That's about right.
Is that typical?
Yes. Yes.
Are you surprised he didn't show up?
No.
Okay, but Denise, we want to see you. We want to recognize the fact that you have lost all of this weight, how good you look, all right? And we kind of want to give you a substitute, all right?
Okay.
So first of all, here's the substitute, Denise. We've got a dummy.
Oh, my God.
And this dummy can be pulled apart, all right? So you want to see what it would be like if your ex-boyfriend were here, and you can show the world what you would do to your ex-boyfriend if he was here, all right? These, come on out. Doesn't she look good? Good to see you. Sit right here. Okay? Now let me tell you about this dummy. You know what you can do to him? What? Pull an arm. Pull. Yeah. Pull ahead. Yeah. Isn't that what you would want to do to him? Huh, Denise? Pull a leg. There you go. When we come back, the moment we've been waiting for all day, we're going to meet the woman who conquered her weight problem and become a model. You won't believe what she looks like now. You did great, Denise, after this.
Promotional consideration provided by
Vitasana multivitamin gel caps. Essential vitamins and minerals plus pure ginseng to give you a natural spark of vitality. Vitasana, full of vitamins, minerals, and life.
New Jergens Skin Smoothing Lotion gently smooths away dry, flaky skin. Jergens Skin Smoothing Lotion, because you have beautiful skin just waiting to be revealed.
Hi there.
Hello.
Now, you want to be shocked and amazed by our psychics, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, this time, it's me who's going to shock and amaze you.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. I'm giving you 12 full minutes with a real psychic for free.
12 full minutes, all in one call?
Yes, all in one call. This 12 free minutes is for real.
A 12-minute reading, all with the same psychic, for free.
Exactly. This free is better than free. You'll never, ever be billed for this free 12-minute psychic reading.
Well, it sounds pretty good.
Honey, listen to me. This is so free that you speak directly to your psychic on an 800 number.
On an 800 number. Wow, it really is free.
Exactly. So don't miss out. Pick up your phone and call this number right now. Get your free psychic reading with 12 full minutes free.
Call now for a free psychic reading and get 12 minutes free with a gifted psychic. You'll speak to your psychic directly through an 800 number. This is a psychic reading that really is free.
Call 1-800-799-3380.
Next, Oprah. What spells sexy around the world?
In some countries, droopy breasts are the hottest thing going. Gonna get me a ticket there.
There, global good looks are changing the face of beauty.
I'm Hawaiian, Korean, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, Portuguese.
From Venezuela, Siberia, even Sudan.
When I was growing up, if you'd been on the cover, I would have had a whole different concept of who I was.
What is beautiful?
This is a new day, America.
Next, Oprah.
Today at 4 on 21 Alive.
I'm Jordan Lebemoff. Accident victims are often bewildered. At Lebemoff Law Offices, we try to restore order when your world is turned upside down. My dad Ivan, my brother Justin, Roger Fenderson, and I believe you've already had enough surprises if you've been hurt in an accident. Mapping out a legal strategy is our job. Lebemoff Law Offices, making the law work for you every day.
Call Lebemoff Law Offices, 423-2581.
Jeez, looks kind of scary. Am I in? Or am I out? In?
My hero.
Out.
You wuss.
I'm in.
It's the 8-Coaster Challenge at Six Flags Great America. 8 of the most gut-wrenching, mind-blowing coasters ever assembled in one place. Like Batman the Ride, Viper, Iron Wolf, and Shockwave. Think you can handle all 8? Six Flags! You in or you out?
Our guests today have lost weight and they're surprising old friends with their amazing transformations. Now, this next guest is truly inspirational. She's not here to surprise anybody, but her change is so dramatic that we just had to share her story with you. Tell us, Rita, how being overweight affected your life.
You have no idea what how it affected me. I was 260 pounds. I was a nurse. I left my position as a nurse.
Why? What was it like at the hospital?
It wasn't very nice because I was working in a mainly female-dominated work environment.
Right.
And many of the women being single, being slim, being younger, there was a little prejudice against being overweight. A lot of the younger women felt that it was just simply a lack of self-control. And usually I worked the midnight shift. I had an incident that really affected me because it was really cruel of this patient and his family.
Right.
I was on the midnight shift and there was this patient. I guess this was a transition for him. He left the hospital to come to a nursing home. And I imagine he expected service on demand. Whenever he rang the bell, he just expected someone to come immediately. And when I didn't answer immediately as he wanted, his family went out and purchased a really big cowbell.
Oh.
And he would just ring this bell to imply, well, you know the implications there.
Right.
So.
And that was humiliating. So.
It wasn't nice, no.
Yes. So you left the hospital. Is that when you decided that you were going to change your life?
Well, all during that time, you always wanted to change your life. You're always trying new diets. You're always trying new...
What put you over the top, Rita?
When I started my new position working in a factory, a male-dominated society, or the environment was, it was very, very, I was full figure. I was big. The
Right.
people were, the men were, they were really cruel to me. They said things.
How did you lose all this weight?
Trying to work on the line, catching 70 cars an hour. That initiated the weight loss, and then I just started to cut back. I started eating less. I started exercising more, drinking more fluids. As a nurse, I knew what I had to do, but...
How long did it take you to lose 100 pounds?
Oh, about 10 months.
10 months? You lost 100 pounds?
Well, that's really pretty safe. It's like 2.5 pounds a week. That's usually what most doctors recommend.
Okay.
So it was a slow process, but it did happen.
And how long ago did you get to the weight that you are now?
Well, July will be 3 years.
3 years. And here she is. Rita, let's take a look at what you look like. Great. Terrific. Let's see. Let me see. And you started a modeling career?
Yeah, I started modeling. I do promotional modeling in the malls.
You have your own business?
Yeah, I have a business now. Since I lost the weight, I now can identify really with full-figure women. I help full-figure women lose weight. I help them plan their menus. I do personal training with them. I'm a support system. You know, they call, they talk.
Well, I think you got a lot of friends here because they've done it all.
Yes, they really have.
Aren't
and
they great?
So great. It's fabulous.
Terrific. We'll be back right after this.
It's a 21 Alive weekend with the Fort Wayne Wizards. This is Dean Pantazzi. Friday night kicks off with a bang as the Wizards take on the Rockford Cubbies at 7, followed immediately by a fireworks show. Bring the kids for the 21 Alive Wizards Fireworks Spectacular Friday night. Saturday is Jacket Giveaway Day. Each of the first 1,000 fans inside the Memorial Stadium gates will receive a Wizards jacket courtesy of Coca-Cola and 21 Alive. The gates open at 1. The game starts at 2. It's an amazing weekend of Wizards baseball sponsored by 21 Alive.
Need new athletic shoes? Then don't miss the season's biggest sale during Athletic Shoe Mania at Shoe Carnival. This week, save on the area's widest selection of athletic shoes from $29.88 and up. Brands like Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Converse, and more. Save up to 40%. Shoe Carnival. Brand name shoes for every walk of life.
Get your hands on the future. Get your hands on the phone. Get your hands on the power. Turn the future on.
Get your hands on more information about electronics. Call ITT Tech at 1-800-942-0088. That's 1-800-942-0088.
Painkiller?
No.
Any last words?
No.
And what do you want on your tombstone?
Don't you mean in my tombstone?
What do you want in your tombstone? Cheese. New Tombstone Stuffed Crust Pizza with mozzarella inside that's always hot, always gooey. What do you want in your Tombstone Stuffed Crust Pizza?
More pizza? I'm stuffed.
On the next home improvement, Jill's mom comes for a visit.
I wanted to surprise you.
Maybe next time it's just hanging no pet strip. And starts meddling with the tool man.
But I think it's pretty clear that you two are having intimacy problems.
Now it's in-law against outlaw.
It's open season on that wildebeest.
He's armed. And he's ready.
I got a little extra lint in my belly button.
On the next home improvement.
Tonight at 6 on 21 Alive.
I can't think of a better picture to sum up today than a full shot of all these people up here on the set. You've been terrific. We are inspired by you. Thank you so much. Barbara, hold up that dress you used to wear right now. Just hold it up. Go ahead. What was it? That's what you used to... Yeah, okay. There you go. That's what Barbara used to wear. I thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's just great. Really good to see you, and the smiles on your faces say it all. Thank you so much. Thank you out there, everybody. Until next time. Tomorrow, meet proud children who say their mothers are the most talented women in the world. Star moms show off their amazing skills tomorrow.
Promotional consideration provided by...
Temporary relief isn't enough here. And here, now, long-term help for cartilage is here. Osteo Biflex from Sundown helps your body repair, rebuild, renew.
Is vaginal dryness a problem? Vagisil Intimate Moisturizer is like bringing back your own natural moisture, smooth as liquid silk. Vagisil Intimate Moisturizer.